and I will continue. That's it. Still, it was a pretty good game.
Yeah. Yeah, we enjoyed it. I think Rutti's having an issue, so we'll... I can't back out, I don't think. Hang on, I can.
Someone else is on the right. Okay, might be. Maybe double clicks sometimes happen. Just more errors.
Drakenfel, make sure.
I disabled my controller. Should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's because Drakenfel is on the keyboard. It's very easy to accidentally take both sides, so... Yeah, go ahead, Drakenfel. And then Rutti. Rutti should have the right side at this point. Yes. That looks good. Drakenfel plays Kalkstein. We all know that at this point. So.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Toasted. Anyway, Rutti with Isabella.
Kalk actually I think has some potential to go against Bella, because some of his moves just have the similar range, while players usually don't expect. Just visually see that the blade is shorter and maybe surprised when he lunges forward.
Yeah, the thing with longswords, as I always say, is when you have a two-handed weapon like this, your hands are sort of glued together, so your reach isn't as high as you think it is. It is high, but Kalk can sort of extend his arm out, so that increases his total reach, especially when he starts stabbing.
Yeah, that's why Jandrik is kinda nice, because he has that move and he like extends his arm fully and just throws the axe. Like I'm really wondering on how big is his reach on that attack. But amazing move if Isabella had something like that.
Yeah, just he managed to perform it correctly now. Just dashed and thrusted with fully extended arm right into the face.
Yeah. I've noticed we don't see a lot of him in competitive play though lately. There was sort of a craze when he came out, but now only people who like him play him. So.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
There was one moment when they buffed him like quite a lot, and then many Kalkstein players come back because they kind of it shuts down like a character and its player base if the character becomes bad. Then you just don't want to play him, you know, if your win rate just goes down from like 60 to like 30 or something.
Yeah.
Well, it mostly depends on which character do you pick initially and for what reason. Like, I picked Isabella at game's release simply because of Longsword, and even when she was nerfed in stamina, I still played with her until Jera was released, because like I didn't want to switch to any saber. I'm a Longsword fanboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Longswords are really cool weapons.
Okay, Toasted claiming he gonna bring out Jandrik in his fight. That's gonna be interesting. We don't see that much of Jandrik.
Yeah, for me personally, I like longswords and sabers. Generally anything that can cut really well. I prefer cutting over thrusting usually.
Yep.
Which is funny because yesterday I did better with point-centric weapons than I did cutting weapons, so funny how that goes.
I remember you sent like a meme about like army wanting soldiers to stab while soldiers always wanted to slash. Like Subutai, I saw you meme posted like one day.
Yeah, there's a funny one. I'll dig it up when I can. Because that was sort of the trend in the 19th century. They slowly but surely went more towards thrusting weapons, at least in Britain and the US, and sort of that spear, so...
Yeah.
By the way, just for how long are you playing already, Subutai? Like, I took at least 2 breaks from Hellish Quart, and you were there from almost the beginning, you were there after I took first break, you're here again.
Yeah.
You are like... your skill aged quite finely, I think.
Thank you.
Lots of experience. That's why you managed to do well with Kalk and just can play any other character really good.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm finding I'm getting much more versatile than I used to be, so... Yeah.
How many hours do you guys have in Hellish Quart?
I can... Actually, I shouldn't check. I would interrupt the match, but something like 600 and some.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, it's not so much for me because at first I didn't use Steam when I was playing Quad. I was just launching the game without any store. And now I have like 150 after I tried using Steam with it.
Okay. Alright, I have. It's getting. Mine is getting to 200, not far away, but yeah, definitely. Persec playing on other host takes up some hours.
Yeah, we all have more hours than it appears. For sure.
And first round goes to Rutti.
Yeah, good job. Rutti definitely a bit more experienced. Drakenfel is a newer member of the server. 694, yeah, so almost 700. Volbot Koala checked for us.
I think
who has the most?
he manages to keep the correct distance. Like he gets away to avoid Kalk dashes with thrusts, then quickly gets back and tries to initiate his attacks. And when you are not a very experienced player, you just may be surprised and not ready to counter just exactly on time.
Yeah, next good point, Koala, that's not counting parsec, so in practice it's like 700 something actually. A bit higher.
Okay, charge, beautiful. Drakenfel just holding the ground, searching for opportunity. Once again.
He just needs to be a little bit more careful and just to expect Isabella to dash in and preempt her dashes. Just
you got hit in the leg there, which...
Yeah. Oh, that's chance, but savage.
Maybe she just used the incorrect attack for correct punishing, that's why Isabella recovered and took his wrist.
I like so far the Draken's fight style, like holding the ground, you know, not showing too much intention, and maybe backing off now and then. But then charge.
Rutti made a bit of a mistake there, but followed it up nicely. So he did the high guard cut, but the blade was already below, so it looked a little weird.
Okay, somebody gonna charge.
I think Rutti is being a bit too stationary. Like it worked for him in this round, but that way it's easier to aim against you. It's easier for Rutti to approach, and if Drake just stays in one place, he's just an easy target.
Yeah, I think Rutti throwing combinations, left, rights, would definitely like being a little bit more aggressive can definitely pay out for him.
Oh,
yes. Has to be a bit careful of Kalk's guard, but finds a way around with the snap cut.
I find it usually easier to attack Kalk while circling him to your own right.
Oh, that's opportunity charge back.
His torso opens up for thrusts and does stuff like that.
Yeah.
His lower right and like upper right are also open to certain thrusts. It depends on the character though. Some characters struggle to do that.
Oh, nice high guard attack.
Yeah, I'm really in love with Isabella's high guard. I'm kinda liking more and more Isabella because she has that now low guard attack is very easy to execute, and has a very nice follow up, and she's very versatile.
Yep.
That was interesting that Rutti ended up getting stabbed.
Yeah, Drake managed to pick correct distance to launch his thrust.
I was just thinking there, if Rutti had, more control over the longsword, like he was in VR or something, he could have done like a cool false edge cut, but that was a cool position.
Yeah. Maybe in future, and a nice X cut there.
Yeah.
I tried a few VR games with fencing, and some of them don't even have thrusts.
Yeah.
You can just slash, and that's it.
I played a lot of Blade and Sorcery.
Oh yeah, that one's fun too. A bit janky, but I like the magic, of course. It's a good mix of fantasy and semi-realistic fencing. Obviously it's got limitations, but that's how it is.
Like, the most badass I felt. And second point for Rutti. Round 3.
Yeah. And the thing I liked about Blade and Sorcery is you can infuse your weapons with magic too, and you can combine like a bunch of spells to get different effects. So
yeah, and then you can like lightning spells you can like absorb with your sword. That was another like fun thing. But now like taking Claymore in my left hand and using it as a half shield, have like a sword and like just a sword on my right hand was the most badass shit I ever felt. Like that was so exciting. Great game.
yeah,
Jacek.
interesting pick.
Rutti took
He
Jacek.
has done well with them before, so I don't think it's a bad one by any stretch.
But Bella is his main, right?
Yeah, I'd say he uses Yazek a lot more now since the recent Saber tourney, but he definitely started with Isabella.
I see. Yeah, that was a really good timing to do a dash thrust.
Yeah, I like that.
He's gotta be ready with that long guard.
Last round, the beginning was basically a rush match. The both were just waiting for a Russian opportunity, and yeah, Drakenfel finding success with it. Real nice.
Well, just like with Isabella, you really need to pick correct timing on some recovery of your opponent and just dash into it.
Yeah.
Rutti might struggle to close the distance now that with this pick.
Yeah, he needs to long guard a little bit, expect some stabs, you know. If his opponent is doing only stabs, it's easier to predict.
Even then though, because the blade is curved, he can't really bring the point online, so I think that is to Drakenfel's benefit.
Oh no, that's perfect Russian opportunity there.
Yeah, we're seeing here, even if he blocks with long guard, the point just isn't ready. Yeah, that's a good move though, doing the cut.
Yeah.
Well, he has a reserve of his victories. He's leading 2-0, so he can allow himself to try some other character, see if it works as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Make
that
some
was
mistakes.
a good parry there from long guard.
Drakenfel really needs to like
Corkscrew throw.
fight for his life, and every point counts.
I like that he's trying new moves. We're seeing him really nice trick shot there, full set cut.
Yeah, at first he tried it unsuccessfully, then he made adjustment and landed it.
Yeah, Rutti really adjusting to the fight.
Oh, that was a bad time to do it though.
Favorable trade for Drake.
Yeah, if Drake didn't thrust him,
and two more
thrust attempt, but
I think it's not really a good idea to just quickly run forward.
yeah. Maybe wait for Calc to overextend, then do an attack.
Yeah.
Can be dangerous move, but sometimes you can overwhelm.
In theory, the curve does let him wrap around the straight blade, but in practice, Calc seems pretty good at blocking a lot of those. So.
And trick shot attempts.
Are there any good combos to quickly blade beat Calc's long guard and then follow for Jacek?
Why?
I think long guard and then that Y cut that comes straight down is a really good move for that.
I think even with
you can actually cut straight from long guard.
Like Jacek does like a helicopter swing, like 2 swings in rapid succession that I think beats the guard. Yeah.
But he long guarded there, but it still got passed.
That's the point was too close to the shoulder.
Yep, exactly. The point was online and he couldn't block it, so.
Alright then. 2-1, so Drakenfel is not out, 1 point. Let's see if Rutti comes back to Isabella and just secures the 4th round. Let's get the ring girl out.
Ah yes, he's back to Bella.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Bigger range, more stabbing, and yeah, a lot of better capabilities I would say in the matchup. I used to struggle against Kalstein with sabers, but yeah, let's see.
Again, Drake is being too stationary.
Praying mantis, I like to say style, just a little bit out of range and gets high guarded in the head. First point.
Yeah.
First point.
That was an exemplary punish.
Yep.
Rutti is trying to be more aggressive.
Russian. Oh.
Well, yeah. That's one of the punishes that works when you block Isabella's dash attack.
Yeah. Still, I like the Drakenfel's
If you're
resolve.
not sure, just push and kill her.
You really should mix it up a bit at the very least, if Rudy's gonna attack.
Yeah, and underhouse.
Oh, nice.
Well, yeah. That's the problem of Drake being stationary. Like, sidestep attacks will work against him. If Rutti moves left and right more, he will be able to land other attacks as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, I push.
Isabella's very good at that. Good pressure, yeah.
Yeah, Drakenfel needs to mix it up as well. Some Kalsten has some swing combinations, not only stabs, as well as like circle right E, like just completely goes into a stab that is can very fast and catch your enemies off guard and get you some points. But does expose you.
You see this strange animation?
A little bit.
Yeah. Nice thrust.
Twitchy.
Drakenfel can turn this around if Rudy makes mistakes like that.
Yeah, 3-3. Still, Drakenfel is not out. He's fighting for his life. He wants his first USFC victory. And, yeah. I think matchup for Rutti in his first fight was way tougher. So he definitely
Big cut. Doesn't quite get through.
felt some
the
heavy.
guard on Kalk is really strong.
Yeah. That's why sidestepping just a little bit can help. You can at least beat down the tip of it, but...
Yep. Now that you said it, yeah, Rutti is really not trying to move to the left or to the right, moving too linear.
Yeah.
Now they're both very cautious.
Russian
Oh,
gets
they
punched.
rushed
Does not finish the job though, so that's risky.
Yeah. Rudy tried to
Yeah,
land a
maybe-
hit and turn.
Maybe he pressed the wrong button or something.
Yeah, that's happened. I like that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Good beat, but can't really follow it up. Drakenfel backs up whenever those swings come in.
Nice.
Yeah, Rutti just goes forward and pressures him.
Yeah. The auto block doesn't last forever, so it's good pressure on his part.
Mhm.
Nice.
Oh.
It's probably the best use of high guard to punish those mistakes really quickly.
Yeah, and Rutti very fast with them.
Also,
Yeah.
Kalk extends his arm too far, so it's easy to punish him when he misses that attack.
Nice. I don't think Rudy expected the thrust follow-up. At least not in time.
Well, also Drake didn't use this combo too much, so
Yeah, exactly. Bit too
Don't
far for
use
the
this.
punish.
Danger.
Oh,
Bit lucky,
not
I would
double.
say. Yeah.
Not enough.
I saw Isabella being hit with a thrust right into the face.
Yeah. If there was a more center hit, maybe it would have forced a double, but
And that's GG.